We're talking bull riding this morning. Lance Bailey's headed out to Las Vegas. And Lance, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Tim Latasse, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Good to have both of you with us. And Lance, of course, we did an interview with Lance back several months ago. And he is a bull rider locally and headed out to Las Vegas in December. And Lance, let's get started a little bit and talk about how you got involved with bull riding.
Well, Tim had a rodeo about 2 years ago, and that was where I got on my first bull, and it was adrenaline rush that hit me, so I kept on going with it, and I loved it.
How did you get thinking about riding bulls? I mean, you ain't got nothing else to do?
Yes, sir. I tried all the other sports, and I didn't like them that much, and I just decided to get on the bull, and I loved it.
Hey, Tim, you've been involved with rodeoing for a while, and actually Lance was a part of a junior rodeo that you put on at your place several years ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, we have a big rodeo usually in August every year, and then I got involved with my girls. They barrel race, and I got involved with the junior rodeo a little bit now, so I'm trying to work with the youth and teach them the sport.
How did you notice Lance?
Well, his mom actually goes to our church, and so I kind of knew him from there, and then so I just kind of helped in with him, trying to teach him what I learned in my years.
Now, before we go any further, talk about your time rodeoing.
Oh, I started back in, I guess, 93, 94, and I rode about 18 years total.
Did you do bulls too?
Yes, sir. I rode bulls pretty much about 18 years.
Wow.
I rode bulls. I started off in the amateur, level, and then I made it up to pro level.
Okay. Lance, talk about this trip to Las Vegas.
I feel pretty good about it. I'm ready to go.
All right. What's going to be involved in that competition?
And get there and win it, I guess.
All right, now, riding bulls is kind of unlike riding a bicycle. I mean, it's very challenging, these bulls have got a mind of their own. How do you get ready to ride a bull?
I'll just sit by myself sometimes to get my head right, and it gets me ready for it a little bit, and I'll go get behind the chute and get ready.
Did you... I've seen these mechanical bulls. Did you do any of that to start with, or you just jump on a bull and start at it?
I've done it before, but
yeah.
Yes, sir.
How big is the largest bull you've ridden?
I'm not sure.
Now, Tim, you have to. What is it? 7, 8 seconds on a bull,
It's
or what?
8 seconds.
Okay, that's a long time.
Yes. Seems like an eternity.
Yeah. Lance, talk about your family just a little bit. Y'all from here locally, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who's your family?
Heather Bailey and John Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And they're how I'm doing this.
I talked to your mom a little bit earlier, and she had the white knuckle syndrome this morning about you riding bulls out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, she don't like it.
She going with you, of course.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now that's in December. How did you get from Fayetteville and Sylacauga, Alabama to Las Vegas, Nevada?
There's a Southeastern Circuit for bull riding, and they took the top 4 to Las Vegas, and I was in first, so they picked the top 4.
Yeah. You get more nervous riding a bull or doing these interviews?
A little bit better. I'm not sure.
Riding bulls, Lance Bailey. How old are you, Lance?
13.
13 years old. And is this what you want to do for a living?
Yes, sir.
Holy moly. Tim, what kind of encouragement can you give a young man that's 13 years old wants to ride bulls for a living?
Well, he just got to keep his head straight if that's what he wants to do. I mean, it's to be a long career, and as long as he can stay healthy, he could be successful at it.
Is this lucrative? Can it be a lucrative career as far as making money?
Oh yeah, if he makes it up to the pro level, he can. Like in the PBR, the Built Ford Tough Series, they take the top 35 to the World Finals, and whoever finishes first in the world wins $1 million bonus, on top of hundreds of thousands of dollars that they can win through the year.
Could you live on $1 million?
Yes, sir.
Where do you go to school?
Fayetteville High School.
Okay, what grade you in?
7th grade.
All right. Are there other bull riders or rodeo kids in the area that you know of?
There's a few that's in my class.
Yeah.
They wrote and stuff.
Yeah. You got your rodeo attire on this morning. When you started in rodeoing, 2 years ago?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever think it's be where you are now?
Not really, sir.
Yeah. When you ride a bull, do you know anything about the bull you're riding?
It depends on if I've been on them, but really you can't listen to other people or know what he's going to do, because they can change it up every time you get on them. Mm-hmm. So you got to get on them and ride them.
Do bulls have names?
Yes, sir, a few of them.
Yeah. What bull that you've ridden that's kind of stood out to you?
Hammer. His name is Hammer. Mm-hmm. And he was a spinner one, kind of. That was my first spinning bull I got on.
Yeah. Is that a long 8 seconds to you?
Yes, sir.
Lance Bailey, who's heading to Las Vegas for the National Finals Rodeo on the junior circuit, he is headed out there in December. And Tim, let's ask, how can people help out? I know it's costing a lot of money to get out there. How can people help out to be a part of this?
Well, he's trying to round some more sponsors up, but they do, like on his shirts where they have the sponsor names on the shirts. Mm-hmm. They can get different patches or like a sleeve, or it's different prices for different sponsorships.
Like average sponsorship, what would that cost, you think?
I think a logo is like a business patch is like $200 maybe, mm-hmm. And then like a 4x6 patch to go on the shirts like $300. Yeah. And then like the sleeve will be I think $500, and then they have I think he has a helmet patch where you can put the logo on your helmet. Yeah. And I think it's $1,000.
So is there telephone numbers to call, or I'll give you that right there and you go over that with us?
Yeah, so they could call either John Bailey at 205-966-3097, or they could call me. I'm Tim Latast at 256-510-0322. Now,
Tim mentioned helmets. You wear a helmet in bull riding?
Yes, sir.
Used to, you didn't do that, did you, Tim?
Well, in the big level, it's not mandatory to wear them, but like in the youth division, mm-hmm. It's mandatory for them to wear helmets.
Yeah. I remember several years ago you got hurt riding, remember?
Yes.
I don't know, probably not the first time you got hurt.
Oh, no, I got hurt bad in 1998. I had a horn one actually went into my throat and broke my jaw and messed me up pretty good, but I recovered from there, and I started back about probably 6 months later, and then that's when I made it up to the pro circuit.
Yeah. Now, you have these rodeos at your place over in the Childersburg area every year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. And Lance, what different places have you ridden? What parts of the country?
Texas, Mississippi, and it's probably the farthest I've been so far.
Yeah. How do you bull ride?
You gotta stay in the middle of them, and really you just gotta keep reaching in the air and keep yourself in the middle, and just look down kind of at your hand a little bit and stay off your butt, and it kind of keeps you right there and stay over his head.
When you're in that chute and you're on that bull, and you got people everywhere tightening this and loosening that, and that bull snorting and all this kind of stuff, what are you thinking? Lord help me, Jesus? Or?
Yes, sir. I'm thinking I got to ride them.
Yeah. Do you study bulls, how they move and stuff like that?
A little bit, not really.
Yeah. So you just get on the bull and ride.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's going to be happening in December, and if people like to get involved in sponsorships, Tim's going to tell you about that again in just a minute. But Lance Bailey, who is a student at Fayetteville School, what did you say, 13?
Yes, sir.
13 years old, and a lot of people baling hay, and a lot of people going to dances, and you're bull riding.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You have a girlfriend?
Yes, sir.
What's she think about bull riding?
I don't guess she likes it too much. Oh, well.
Do you practice? I mean,
Yes, sir.
how do you do that?
We got a barrel that you can pull a rope and it'll buck, and then you got one that'll spin, and we'll get on it and practice.
Okay. Tim, do you see a lot of youth in rodeoing and bull riding?
There's quite a few. I know, like, Alabama has a actual junior rodeo association, and there's kids from all over the state of Alabama, and some of them from Florida that's combined into the Alabama junior deal.
Yeah.
And there's kids from kindergarten through 5th grade compete, and then 6th, 7th, and 8th grade compete together at those deals. And then they can, once they leave the junior deal, they can go to high schools. And Alabama High School Rodeo Association, and then they can go on and actually get scholarships to go to college.
Are there rodeo teams in high school, or is it individual?
No, it's just individual. You can you just have to go online to the Alabama Junior Rodeo Association and get a membership packet, and you can pretty much sign up whatever event you want to sign up for.
How long have you been preparing for Las Vegas? When's the last time you've ridden?
About 4 weeks ago, maybe, and then I've practiced since then.
Yeah. How do you balance that in your schoolwork?
Well, you gotta have good grades to ride, so it kind of keeps me to have good
Yeah,
grades.
I bet it
because I
does.
love riding, and I gotta keep my grades up to date.
Yeah. Do you have to be a certain weight or anything to ride a bull?
It don't matter.
Yeah.
You can be as small as anybody, and you can still ride.
You ever seen anybody get hurt?
Yes, sir.
Have you been hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Talking about Lance Bailey, who's heading to Las Vegas for the National Finals Rodeo in the Junior Circuit, and that's in December. How long of an event is it? A week or what?
It lasts a whole week, but I think Lance actually will have to fly out on December the 5th, and then he'll actually ride the 6th.
Do you go as well?
6th through the 11th.
Do you go as well? Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm going with him to help out.
Okay. All right. Lance Bailey, who's a bull rider, 13 years old, and he's goes to school at Fayetteville, and he's single. You are single, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
And he is really involved in the rodeo circuit. Do you talk to other kids about rodeoing as well? Do y'all talk about that? What kind of lingo is it when you talk about bull riding?
We just talk about like what's in it and what makes us like it and stuff. We just talk about stuff like that.
Do you wear a hat all the time?
Yes, sir.
Do you? Okay. Can't wear it to school though, right? Okay. All right. Lance Bailey, who is a bull rider, he'll be heading out to Las Vegas in a few weeks. And Tim, if you would go over the contacts and how people can sponsor Lance and his bid for a championship.
Okay, they have the way they got it set up, they got like different sponsor levels. They have a business card patch. I think it's like $200. And then they have a 4x6 patch for $300. The sleeve sponsors $500, and a helmet sponsor would be $1,000. But then they have a personal level where, like, if you just wanted to donate or give, to the cause to help him on expenses, making it out there and stuff, that you pretty much just whatever that somebody wanted to donate.
Okay. All right.
And the numbers you could call John Bailey at 205-966-3097, or you could call me, Tim Latast, at 510-0322.
All right, Lance Bailey, our guest this morning, and Tim Latask. Of course, I guess Tim kind of found you and spotting you rodeoing a couple of years ago. And what made you decide that this is a career that you wanted to be a part of?
The adrenaline rush really got me, so it's...
I mean, do you live on a farm or something?
Not really, but I'll go work on one every once in a while when I got time.
Yeah. You ever watch rodeoing on TV or anything?
Yes, sir.
Is that a points deal where you accumulate points for rodeoing?
Yes. You know, it pays so much money for the different places that you end up placing, but you actually get points for, you know, so many points for first, second, third.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year at the finals, whoever has the most points is actually the world.
Yeah.
Who wins.
Lance, I guess you got to meet a lot of people in a couple of years of rodeoing because you travel a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When you prepare to ride a bull, you know nothing about the bull, you just get on the bull and ride. Is there, like, just say that you stay on a bull for 8 seconds, all right? Is that a quarterfinal, a semifinal, or how does that work?
Oh, you stay on 8, they'll give you a score. And that score will place you for your points. And that's where you know how you get it.
Is rodeoing year-round, or is it a seasonal sport, Tim?
Most of it's year-round. Sometimes they'll have a little break in between, like the finals and the new season starting back. But it just depends. Most of the youth deals, they start in, I think, September, and then they go all the way to June.
Yeah.
The finals be in June, but they have like a 2-month break in between. And most of them rodeos, it's like one a month, and they'll have at different locations.
Yeah. Do you just kind of find out where the rodeos are and put your name in the hat, so to speak, to be a part of it?
Well, there's the Alabama Junior Rodeo Association, and it's every year, and you sign up for it, and it's like every month, I guess. And I go to them, and if I see another one to go to, I'll sign up for it, and I'll go to it.
All right. Well, good luck in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Lance Bailey, who is going to be a part of the national finals in rodeoing. He's a bull rider. He's 13 years old, attends Fayetteville School. Tim Latask, who hosts on rodeo here in the area every year. And thanks to both of you for coming by, and good luck in December.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We got more Daybreak just ahead. Don't go away.